Angels of the internet. Hi, my name is Christy. I'm insane. How are you? I am in Nashville, Tennessee right now. I'm normally in Los Angeles, but I have been plagued with some very serious health issues. So I have had to put a full stop on all musical and artistic endeavors and dedicate this time to my health and getting well. So where did it all go wrong? I ask myself that every single day. Since birth. No, it wasn't since birth. Over a decade ago, I was studying cinema at the University of Southern California, living my dream life. And one day I was riding my bicycle to work on campus. A pickup truck did not see me, was making a left-hand turn, collided into my bicycle. I did not have a helmet on. Always wear a helmet. And I crashed to the pavement head first, fractured my skull, and suffered an epidural hematoma, which is bleeding in the brain. It was a miracle that I survived the accident, but I was never the same again. It was a near-death experience, and not that long after the accident, I started to suffer grave emotional disorders that were totally foreign to me growing up. Okay, let's go through this here. Anxiety disorder, depression, insomnia, PTSD, OCD, fibromyalgia, anorexia, you name it. I think I have had almost every emotional disorder known to mankind except schizophrenia. I'm just waiting for that one to come for me next. And then 6 years later, I somehow found myself deeply in the grips of alcohol and drug addiction. And I became jobless, friendless, homeless, penniless, and nameless, and nearly beaten to death by a meth addict on the streets of Toronto. Thank God this was the darkest rock bottom I have ever experienced, and I found AA at that time period. My life has drastically transformed ever since, but I have felt in so many ways an adult beginner. It's almost like 10 years of my life were stolen from me after the brain injury. I mean, they were a total blackout. I never got to grow up in the way that a normal person does, and therefore I never formed healthy lifestyle habits the way that a normal person does, and it's now coming to bite me, and I'm really feeling the consequences of it. I have been so sick with just the cold flu all the time, and it sucks so much, and I just don't want these things to get worse. I have fought so hard to get to where I am today, and I'll be damned if I go out because of pancreatitis or an autoimmune disease. So I am dedicating myself to health and recovery and being well in all shapes and forms. And I have some very specific goals, which I'm going to share with you now. And yeah, I'm hoping this can be like a community kind of atmosphere where we all just share our experience, strength, and hope. Whether you've had any of the things I mentioned, an autoimmune disease, pancreatitis, suffered from drug and alcohol abuse, or mental illness, brain injury, please share your stories. I would love to hear them. I would love to connect, and let's just all get well together. Some of my specific goals that I'm going to be working very hard at and documenting in the next while. Number one is to stay sober. I have 7 years sober from alcohol, but I have a lot of work on my recovery program to do to address the underlying issues as to why I became an alcoholic in the first place. I don't know how much of that I'm going to be able to share with you guys because anonymity is the foundation of the program, but staying sober is definitely my number one priority. Number 2 goal is to quit smoking. After I quit drugs and alcohol, I picked up cigarettes as a new habit, and it was about 6 months in that I realized this is a new addiction. And now it's been about 7 years that I've been smoking almost a pack a day. And oh my God, it is horrendous. I have the worst sore throat in the universe, and I've had it for like 4 months now. I normally sing and haven't been able to sing. It's really hard for me to even do this video because my throat hurts so much. So quitting smoking, I just can't even imagine how much freedom I'm gonna experience once I get there, even though it's really, really hard, but I'm gonna do it. My number 3 goal is to get fit. At one point, I was a really awesome ballerina. I love ballet so much. I just love being fit. The thought of being able to do the splits again, it honestly nearly brings me to tears. I am definitely going to get there. I've already been at the gym, but I'm gonna be hitting it up like never before. Goal number 4 is to get my driver's license. You can do that at any age. It's never too late, even in your 30s, especially in your 30s. Just don't tell my mom. Goal number 5 is to eat healthy. I am going to be exploring as many healthy eating recipes as possible, specifically to do with autoimmune disease, but I think that just means healthy. I am a vegetarian, and I'm hoping to stay one, mostly because I just really love animals, and the thought of eating an animal freaks me out hardcore. So I'm hoping to stay a vegetarian, but we will see what happens. And goal number 6 is to stay awesome and live the best life ever together. We can do this together. I think, like many of us, I have put my goals and ambitions of my career ahead of my health over the years. And it's been a huge wake-up call, all of this, in realizing that if I don't put my health as my number 1 priority in my life, my career, my relationships, everything in my life does not matter if I am not healthy. Really, really excited to be on this journey because I feel like I'm on the edge of glory and at the beginning of this bright new chapter of my life where the sky's the limit. Through the suffering that I've gone through with my brain injury and the other things I've mentioned, I know that when you dedicate yourself to something with all of your heart and soul, you can do anything. So I know that I can do this, and I know that you can do this, and we can all do this and live the best lives ever. So let's do it. I love you. If no one has said I love you today, that is a crime against humanity. Everyone should be told they're loved every single day. And I just can't wait. We deserve this. Let's live the best lives ever together. Oh, I'm supposed to say, I'm so new at this. If you vibed with this video, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. But oh God, honestly, just do whatever you want. Just have a great day and love yourself. That's all that matters.